Good morning, students. In our previous class, we have studied about the four major means of transport that are roadways, railways, waterways, and airways. In roadways, we have seen that for the short distances, roadways are used and they are metalled and unmetalled. And even the roads are easy to build up in the plain areas. Nowadays, we can see in desert, forest, and even high mountains, these roads are built. But it is easy to build roads in the plain areas. Then we have seen the metalled and unmetalled and the kacha and pakka roads also. That is, metal roads are called as pakka roads and unmetalled, uh, which is not means the coal tar and all is not used. That is unmetalled road. Then next we have read about the railways. In the railways, we have seen that the railways carry heavy bulk means heavy goods also, even people to long distances very quickly. And then the invention of steam engine, we have seen that it had helped a lot in the uh, speedy development and the transportation system, the invention of wheel. And then we have seen further that the railway network is well developed over the uh, plain area, plain areas, and due to advanced technology and skills also, they means that enabled helped out in laying out the railway lines, railway tracks in the mountainous regions also, where previously it was not easy for to develop this railway tracks. Then further, we have seen about that the Trans-Siberian Railway, which is the longest railway system connecting to St. Petersburg in the West Russia to Vladivostok in the Pacific coast. Then for waterways, we have seen the inland waterways and sea routes, navigable rivers, which use inland waterways. And the important waterways we have seen Ganga Brahmaputra river system, Great Lakes of North America, and River Nile in Africa. Then sea routes also we have seen sea routes and oceanic routes, which for which the ports are being they are connected with the ports and all, and some of the important sea routes and oceanic routes we have read about in this lesson also. Then airways, we have seen that it is the fastest way of transportation developed in the early 20th century, and it also the most expensive. And why it is most expensive? Due to the high cost of fuel, it is most expensive. Then the traffic of airways is mostly affected due to the weather, and the weather in which weather fog and storms. Due to fog and storms, this traffic airways is interrupted. Now for today we are going to start with the communication. Now, communication, what is communication? Communication is the process of conveying messages to others. So, to convey messages to others, this communication system is there. With the development of technology, humans have devised new and fast modes of communication. Previously, the communication system was not so much developed in the early years, but due to the advanced technology and developed knowledge of the human beings had made the fast mode for communication. The figure 7.10 explains the evolution of the communication system. Now, this figure of 7.10, you can see the progress of the this communication system. Previously, what it was only that people used to go from one place to another uh, to convey the messages. Then next, birds were used to send the messages, in the rule of during the rule of king and queens. The birds, pigeons were sent from one place to another to send the messages. Then slowly, letterbox you might have seen here. This type of red letterbox have been there. Then post offices have been developed. Then nowadays newspaper, magazines also you can see, and so many now with the help of new technologies and all, so many other communications have been developed from which you can convey messages to the other people. Now, the advancement of the field of communication has brought about the information revolution in the world. Due to the advancement in the field of communication system, uh, this had brought a great revolution, great change. Revolution means great change in the field of communication. Then different modes of communication are used to provide information, to educate, as well as entertain. So different modes of communications, different modes of communication means through telephone, through newspaper, through magazine, radio, television. These are the means of communication. They are used to provide information, to educate, as well as to entertain. So these are used to provide education as well as to uh, entertain the public. Different modes of communication are used to provide information, to educate, and as well as to entertain. Through newspaper, radio, and television, we can communicate with large number of people. That is why they are called as mass communication. So you can underline this. So, through the newspaper, radio, and television, we can communicate with the large number of people. When we communicate with the large number of people uh, at one time, once only, then that is called as mass communication. Through newspaper, radio, television, we can communicate with large number of people, and they are therefore called as mass media. So that is why they are called as mass media. You can underline this also. So they are therefore called mass media because we can communicate a message from one communication mode to many people at a time. So the satellites have made communication even faster. Satellites have helped in all exploration. So these satellites have helped in all exploration, survey of forest, underground water, mineral wealth, weather forecast, and disaster uh, warning. All these have been predicted just because of the help of satellites. How now we can send electronic mails also or emails also through the internet. Wireless telephonic communication through cellular phones have become very popular today. Now, as you all see that nowadays uh, schools are running on just because of this communication system only through net and all. We are able to communicate. We are giving our means study material, and you are continuing your studies in this year through this communication system only. Internet not only provides us with workable information and interaction, but has also made our lives more comfortable. So this internet, anything which you are not able to know, you just go to search to Googles and all. And this internet has really provide us the wide worldwide information and interaction, and has made our lives very comfortable. Then uh, now we can reserve tickets for railways, airways, and even cinemas and hotels sitting at home with this kind. So at home only, we don't have to move here and there for booking any type of tickets, either for railway or airways or cinema halls and all. Just within the few seconds, sitting at home only, you can book your tickets, railway tickets and airways. You can book your seat in there. So that's all about the communication system. And here In the next page, we can see the world major seaports and airports here given here. And this straight line with the red is the air routes, and here is the with the blue is the sea routes. This is the continuation with this kind of interconnectivity of people, services, and institutions across the world. We are largely global society as we are able to connect each other. That is why uh, we can say that we are living in a global society because of the interconnectivity of the people, services, and institution across the world. I hope it is clear. This communication system. Now about the question and answers. These question and answers I have given uh, in the PDF form. Uh, I will send it to you. I will share that PDF in the group also and on the student portal also. You can do the question answers very short, short and long. Even give reasons are there. You can do the work neatly in the notebook. Now, from this, we will mark here, tick the correct answers, which is not the means of communication, which is not the means of communication in this C. Telephone, books are the means of communication. The C will be the answer. Wait a second. So here you can put a tick mark for C, which is not the means of communication. Table is not the means of communication. Which type of uh, which type of road is constructed under the ground? So here also the C will be correct answer. Subways. Then which mode of transport is most suitable to reach the island? Most suitable to reach the island. A will be the correct answer. Ship. Then which vehicle does not pollute the environment? Which vehicle? Cycle does not pollute the environment. So this will be the correct. First one C, second also C, third and fourth A. Sorry, third is A and fourth is also A. The first one here, alphabet is written wrong. This will be A, cycle. Then match the column, internet. Internet will be connected as a means of communication to a E. Internet, a means of communication. Put number one here. Second, canal routes. Canal routes are inland waterways. D. This will be number two, inland waterways. Then third, urban areas. Urban areas, areas where people are engaged in manufacturing, trade, and services is called an urban area. This will be number three, areas where people are engaged in manufacturing, trade, and services. This is urban area. Then compact settlement, closely built area of houses. Here B1. B will be the fourth one. So first, I'm repeating it again. First, internet. Internet is a means of communication. Second, canal route. They are inland waterways. Third, urban areas. Areas where people are engaged in manufacturing, trade, and services. And fourth, compact settlement. Closely built area of houses. So one extra is given. One extra option is given, that is houses on stilts. This is the extra option. Need not mark this. Now, question and answers. Wait a second. I hope everybody is marked. Now, question and answers. Now, these are the question answers I have given you. Geography lesson 7, very short answer question. What are the four means of transport? Four means of transport are roadways, railways, waterways, and airways. Then, what do you understand by the term settlement? Settlement is referred to a place where people build their homes permanently or temporary. Then, third question, which are the activities practiced by the rural people? Agriculture, fishing, forestry, craftwork, trading, etc. are some of the major activities practiced by the rural people. Then fourth very short question, mention any two merits of the railways. So two merits of railways, heavy goods and people can be transported to longer distance quickly and cheaply in less money. Then second merit means advantage. Railway networks are extensively developed in plains as well as in mountainous terrain. Means now railway network is present everywhere in plains areas also and in mountainous region also. Terrain means land. Now, what do you understand by communication? Communication is the process of conveying messages to others. To convey, to give message to other is a communication system. Now, what is transhumance? When people move according to the season with animals in search of new pastures is called as transhumance. Then short questions, three short questions I have given you. First is what is mass media? The mode of communication through which we can communicate with a large number of people are collectively termed as mass media. An example, radio, television, newspaper, and internet. Then distinguish between compact and scattered settlement. We have already understood clearly through the figures also that a compact settlement is closely built area of dwelling. Dwelling means of residence where flat land is available. And in scattered settlement, dwelling are spaced over an extensive area. And this type of settlement is mostly found in hilly tracts, thick forest, region of extreme climate. Then third short question, which type of house is very common in areas of hot climate? So thick mud walled house with thatched roof are very common in areas of hot climate. Local materials like stones, mud, clay, straw are used to construct houses. Then long question answer is there. What is a site and which factors help to select a site from settlement? So that was given in the side box there. The place where a building or settlement is developed is called a site. And the factors selecting a site for settlement are favorable climate should be there, availability of water and electricity should be there, land for cultivation, proper land for cultivation and construction work should be there, then fertile soil should be there for the cultivation of crops and all, and finally availability of other resources should also be there so that uh, the settlement can be made in that particular land area. Then second question, how does rise in population affect the city? If the population is increasing day by day in the city, then how does rise in population will affect the city life? So first is this lead to increase in the number of vehicles and therefore traffic jams will be there. Then increasing slum dwelling and squatter settlements and unhygienic condition will be there. Storage of water, power, shortage of power, water and other resources will be there in the city. And then finally pollution because of vehicles and excess of garbage. Then the third question, describe roadways as a means of transport. Then you have to describe about the roadways which we have understood through the lesson that it is most commonly used means of transport, especially for the short distances. And they are the two types, metalled are called as pakka, unmetalled are called as kacha. Then the plain have a dense network of roads. Then the roads have also been built in desert, forest, and even high mountains. And then finally, you can write down the point, roads built underground are called subways, underpasses, or paths. Then, fourth question, give an account of airways as a means of transport. So, here you can write down the account on airways. The air transport is the fastest means of transport. It also the most expensive due to high cost of fuel. Then it is also only the mode of transport to reach the most remote and distant areas. Remote means where we cannot reach the uh, means it is not easy to reach in those places. In that place the air transport can be there, and distant areas especially where no roads and railways can be possible there. Then helicopters are extremely useful in most inaccessible areas in times of calamities, natural calamities when appear. And that time helicopters can be used for rescuing people. Rescuing people means from saving the peoples from that particular calamity and distributing relief supplies like food, water, clothes, and medicines. And then final one more question was there of give reason. Today the world is shrinking. You have to give reason for that, and three reasons I have given that world is shrinking because of the following reason. First, airway have become popular more and more. People use aeroplanes to travel too far of places, too far here gap is there, too far of places. Airways have reduced the time taken in journeys. Second, about communication, you can write down they have reduced distances and time also, and we can talk, see, and even interact people sitting thousands of kilometers away within no time. And third, you can write down point about this is we can strike business deals in seconds through super fast means of communication like the internet, satellite phones, and etc. So these are the question and answers, very short, short, long, and even the give reasons. You can do it all in neat handwriting in the notebook, SST notebook. In notebook assessment 2, I am going to ask this lesson also. That is lesson number 7 also to submit for the notebook assessment 2. I think I am clear now. In our next class, we are going to continue with the geography lessons only. And last lesson of geography, that is life in desert, is remaining. We will continue it in our next class. If whether video uploading is there or live class is there, uh, if live class is there, please join the class. And if video uploading is there, do watch the video because I'm going to start the new lesson of geography. Thank you.